Hey everybody, John Busdecker here with day 3 of the official OCSO live vehicle tour, and today's going to be an exciting one. We actually have 2 vehicles this time, but if you're just joining us, this is our 3rd day doing this. Like I said, Monday we were at aviation doing the helicopter. Yesterday we were at ops here doing the mobile video game theater, but today we're doing SWAT vehicles. So I'm really excited about this because there's going to be some interactive things as well. I'm here with Deputy Carl. Say your last name, Deputy. Broslowski. I knew I was going to get that wrong if I even tried. So, so we're going to do 2 different vehicles, like I said. The first one we're going to do is the Rook, and I'm going to show you real quick. We're going to do this one second, which is called the Bearcat. So let's start with the Rook, all right? Alrighty. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the Rook? Why is it called the Rook?
So the reason why it's called the Rook is so we've got it from Ring Power, which is a central and northern Florida Caterpillar company that we get our Rook from. It's basically what they like to call it, and then that they sold it to us, and we use it obviously for all the armor and its capabilities.
All right, and so we're going to take a little bit of walk around this. At some point, we're going to have you get in it and show how it all works.
Yep,
let's take a little walk. Come on, join us, follow us. So let's talk about. Let's start right here. Tell me about this. Why does it have this kind of, I guess, traction? Or?
Yes. So you're right. So yeah. So Ring Power decided to put tracks on, almost like a tank, not a tank, but something like that. Obviously, because we're able to traverse a lot more terrain that way compared to just obviously your common wheel that you may have either on a 4x4 truck or anything bigger than that. But these tracks actually allow us to go into rocks, up and over different types of terrain such as grass, driveways, and anything that might be in the way of us.
So what would be a time that the SWAT team would bring this out? Why do you guys use the Rook?
So the reason why we use the Rook is because it's a vehicle that's actually able to get us a lot closer to where we're trying to go to, such as whether it's a high-risk incident scenario, such as a barricaded gunman or a hostage situation. This actually brings us a lot closer. It's a lot safer for us and the people inside.
All right, so why don't you come a little bit closer here? I want to get a close-up of kind of what this looks like. So this is just like rubber, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then on the inside, what's on the inside here? Like inside?
So on the inside is all the hydraulic systems for this. It's actually what is allows this to actually keep moving forward. So it's actually the wheels on the inside that allows the track to be connected to it.
Now what about back here? Let's come around here a little bit. Like, can you talk about like how thick this is and why you need this to go into situations?
Yeah, so the reason why it's so thick and the reason why we have armor all the way around it is obviously because SWAT gets called out to the most most important calls, but high-risk calls. So obviously we need everything to protect us and the operators and the team that are going up to this house or wherever it may be, along with the safety of the people inside. All
right, let's come back around here. So tell me what's going on here. I see there's this, and can you like walk up on it?
So actually, so this is actually something if we need to. It's a platform that you are able to stand on if need be. So if you need to, you're able to stand up on it. We're able to transport people this way as well, along with our platform up there. Then also too, this is a battery compartment in the engine. So this is where everything is running right now.
Do you know it? Can you talk about the engine?
So I know it's a Cat engine. I know it runs on diesel. So the whole thing is diesel, and also when we move it on the prime mover, which is an F550, that's also ran on diesel. We also have the DEF and everything on the side here, and it's just a better engine for us to do what we need to do.
All right, let's get away from this because it might be kind of loud. All right, let's head this way. So if you're just joining us, we're doing a live vehicle tour of what they call the Rook. This is one of our SWAT vehicles here at the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I'm here with Deputy Carl here. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to get your last name right. So come on this way. Let's get inside here. I'm going to have our camera person follow you in. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what's going on inside here.
A little bit of a tighter fit with the vest.
Oh, so I don't think 2 people can fit into this. So
actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the vest off.
All right, so while he's taking the vest off, as I said, we're here doing a live tour of the Rook. We're doing a live tours of vehicles all week this week. Monday we were at aviation showing off our helicopter. Tuesday we were right here at Central Operations doing, you got that?
Yeah.
We were doing our mobile video game theater. Today we're doing the Rook and we're doing the Bearcat. Tomorrow we're doing a patrol vehicle, and Friday we're doing something called the Mobile Command Post, which is going to be really cool. You're not going to want to miss that. All right, so tell me what's going on here inside.
All right.
Pretty tight fit.
Pretty tight fit. So inside here we have a screen, so that obviously we have cameras on this vehicle, so that we're able to see front and back. Also allows us to get, like I said, close to where we need to be with our joysticks here, which will push us forward. And here we'll actually raise our arms where the platform is. You see that? And also we have extenders here.
So why don't we hand the camera to you? Maybe you can show off some of this stuff inside there.
All right. So, you said we got screens here for our cameras. We obviously have all of our gauges right here for the Rook. Make sure it's obviously working perfect. Also, all along here, we have different buttons that we utilize for lights, for gas munitions, if need be. Our main power switches here. It's just like your normal car. You got AC, you got your emergency parking brakes here.
I think the air conditioning is important.
Yes, that is true. Definitely, yeah. You see that is blowing nice and for us right there.
So there's an intercom here as well.
Yes, there's the intercom, as if you can see right here. So that's where I was talking about earlier, for if we have to go up to a house and try to make contact with somebody and have communication, we can use this right here so that we can actually speak outwards towards them. Okay,
and so tell me about what this is right here.
So this joystick right here is what's going to push us to go either forward, backwards, side, side. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now with everybody on there, but you will see that later. This joystick here is actually what is used to control our arms, and that's what this platform right here is attached to. I don't know if you can see right here for you guys. That's one of the arms there. Obviously got the other arm right here, and that's going to be able to lift us up by going this way, and then obviously to lift up the other side, just to kind of lean it back towards us here and away.
All right, so I'm going to grab the camera here real quick. So tell me, how did you learn how to drive this?
So I learned how to drive it. I had no experience with it at first, but the command was liking what they were seeing, and I was very blessed to be able to learn this skill through our other operator, Omar, and along with chain of command with SWAT. They let me learn it and get some stick time on it, so hopefully that I can use it in missions soon to come.
All right, let's show everybody how this thing works. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna stand. I don't know if you can see me here real quick. I'm actually gonna stand on the platform, and Carl here is gonna raise it up, and I'm gonna have our camera person get out on the blacktop over there so she doesn't raise up with me. All right.
All right.
Give me 1 second.
Just do me one favor. Just put that on the ground. That's no problem at all.
All right. All right, so as I said, he's going to raise this up here in a second. I'm going to hold on. This thing goes up pretty high, but if you're just joining us, we're doing live tours of different vehicles here at the Sheriff's Office. Today we're doing SWAT vehicles, and this is the Rook. And so, yeah, we're good to go. So Carl's going to lift me up here just to show you what this thing can do. I almost fell the first time when we tested this, but we're good now. Ah! So right now he's just sort of lifting it up. It goes really, really high. He's probably going to stop at some point, and normally we're going to level this out as well. Woo! So I'm going to have Carl talk about why they do this as soon as he gets out. But it goes up probably 10 feet or so if we wanted it to. But I just told him to go up just a few feet just to kind of show you guys what this thing can do. All right. So as soon as he's done, I'm going to have him talk about the front, and then we're going to go check out the Bearcat. But if you're just joining us, we're doing tours of different vehicles here at the Sheriff's Office. All right, Carl, thank you so much.
No problem, sir.
Come out front real quick, though. So one thing we didn't talk about is sort of the front of this thing. What's going on right here?
So right here we have our gun ports. Like I said, safety is paramount for everybody on scene, for even the people inside the house, and for us as well. So these gun ports, actually operators actually can go up in here and utilize these. So instead of taking over exposure, we can close these up. And then be able to do what we need to do through here behind the safety of this ballistic armor.
So basically, this keeps you safe in
Yes.
case you're near a house and somebody's maybe shooting at you.
Absolutely.
You can stay behind this and stay safe, and
And
still talk
or-
to them and try to get them to come out.
Correct. Or if we need the people, like I said, to get close to talk to them, they can be behind this. Just another barrier for us.
Excellent. All right, we're gonna shift over here a little bit. I'm gonna bring in somebody else here. We have another deputy that's gonna show off the rest of the gear here. Thank you so much.
No problem, John.
This
Thank
was
you, guys.
fantastic. I'm gonna grab this mic from you, and we're gonna bring it on over to John here. Come on, we got way more stuff to do. All right, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
All right, this is Deputy John Kirkland, Master Deputy. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Let me just put this mic on you real quick. Oh, here, we're gonna put it right here. There we go. All right. So, before we get to the Bearcat, let's go over some of the tools that go inside the Bearcat. So, talk about what we got here.
Sure, John. Yeah, so this is a lot of the equipment that we'll actually take out on scenes when we go on any type of search warrant or higher risk call out. So just to go through some of our breaching equipment, we have our different saws, both battery operated and gas powered, if we need to cut through any type of fencing or walls.
Yeah, because a lot of times when you go on calls, you really don't know what you're going to see or expect or what's going to be there. So you have to be prepared for anything.
Exactly. Yes, sir. So over here we have some of our hydraulic equipment.
Okay.
So this is called our Saint. It's made by a company up north called Off the X, and it's a spreading device basically.
Oh,
so
wait, where would you use this?
any type of door, like a fortified door, such as a school or a business, whatnot, and you can also use it as it doubles as a battering ram as well.
Okay, let me see. Can I see how heavy it is?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah. All right, it's not light, that's for sure. All right, this way or this way?
Either way.
All right. How about I put it down? That way it don't fall on my foot.
We have our telescopic ladders, our collapsible ladders as well. So this is very, very portable, very light.
Yeah.
And if we needed to extend it, you would just do so like that.
Okay.
That allows us access to windows or any other type of elevated positions. Over here we have just some of our standard breaching equipment, our Halligans, some of our glass breaking equipment. These are called our breach pens. You can use these to cut through. It's just like a match. You would pull it apart, strike it, and you have about 30 to 45 seconds of cut time. So you can actually cut through metal, chain link, anything like that. with
Okay,
this as
same
well.
thing. Like if you get to a location and you need to get in somewhere quickly, you can use that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Correct. We have our breaching shotguns, another example of our RAM, and we use this a lot. I brought out a couple of the pieces of equipment, but we have another vehicle called our SSV, or our SWAT support vehicle, that keeps a lot more of the stuff on board. But we use this very frequently. These are some of our robots and also some of our drones as well.
And these you can kind of send somewhere that maybe you wouldn't want to send a person.
Absolutely.
To get a view of kind of what's going on. You have like live video feeds with it?
Absolutely. Safety's paramount, so we can send this actually in first before we put any of our team members inside, keeping everybody safe.
All right, let's walk around the Bearcat. Okay. Let's start in the front here. If you're just joining us, we're doing tours of different vehicles here at the Sheriff's Office. Today is SWAT. Tomorrow we're doing a patrol vehicle. Friday we're doing the mobile command post. You won't want to miss that. It's a huge truck that has lots of gadgets in it. But we're going to start here at the Bearcat. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, so this is our Lenco Bearcat. On the front, this is actually a ram that we can put, and whenever we go inside, I can show you how it raises and whatnot. But there's an extra attachment that we could also put on it as well that extends. So if we needed to get up to the front door of a structure, as opposed to putting people up by the front door to actually breach the door with a ram, we can safely use this, and that's safer for us and also everybody involved.
So let's come over here real quick. I just want to talk a little bit about just the Bearcat.
Sure.
Tell me, about the truck. Is it a diesel truck, and how many people can it hold?
It's a diesel truck, fully loaded down. We can put approximately 8 people with equipment as well. It weighs approximately 20,000 pounds. It's an armored vehicle, so it does offer us ballistic protection as well.
So when would be a time that the SWAT team would need to use the Bearcat?
The Bearcat, contrary to what Carl was saying as well, it's not a tank, it's actually a rescue vehicle. Mm-hmm. So we bring this out on any of our high-risk incidents, our search warrants. Pretty much any search warrant will bring this out.
And so let's keep walking around here. There's all kinds of gadgets on this one. So how about the tires? I mean, these are like monster truck tires.
Monster truck tires, yeah.
Is there anything special about them?
No, they're one flat tires. They can, they have ballistic properties as well.
Okay, all right. And so going around the vehicle here, I see like this here? Is this something special or?
Yeah, so these are actually our ports. So we have these located around the entire vehicle. So if we needed to either put one of our less lethal weapons or one of our weapons through here, or just simply hand something out to somebody else, we could do so and still stay in the armor.
All right, and then we're gonna get up there eventually, but tell me about what's going on up here.
So at the very top, we have our turret, and just from the outside looking in, we have this retractable step system. So if we're inside and we want to put someone up in the turret for a better vantage point, we can do so, and they still have good ballistic protection and offers them 360 view as well.
All right, yeah, and when we go in, we're going to show you how that all works as well. So how about this? What's going on here?
So like I was saying with the front ram attachment, right now it does not extend, but if we put this on there, it actually offers us the ability to extend the ram as well.
Okay, all right, and why would you use the ram?
You know, if we needed to get up to a structure and it was unsafe to put team members up by like a front door, we can actually use the ram to safely breach the door.
All right, let's keep moving here. So when you come to the back here, we actually have some more toys in the back that we're going to show off as well. You got lights here. Tell me about these lights that are right, the white ones.
So those are our spotlights up top, so we can rotate that as needed just to illuminate any type of areas at nighttime.
Okay, all right, and then just like most deputy patrol vehicles, we got red lights and blue lights.
We have our just for emergencies. If we need to get somewhere quickly, we can put
all right,
those on.
before we go inside, I want to talk about some of the gear that you have out here.
Sure.
Why don't you come on over this way? What do you got going on here?
So this is our standard kit that any of the team members would actually deploy with on any of our operations. So over here for our Grenadier team, we're capable of launching less lethal munitions from here, and that's our 40 millimeter launcher that we use right there. This is our standard issue M4, 11.5 inch barrel, and then we get down to some more of our ballistic kit. So a little bit heavier of a kit for the operations we deploy on. Our ballistic helmet with OpsCore Ear Pro, and then we have our night vision as well.
So does every member of the SWAT team wear this stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
On every single call?
On every single call out, yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So he's like in full gear right now. It's hot out here. I'm not doing too bad, but I'm sure you're sweating a lot, but you have to wear that just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Keep it safe.
All right. So let's go up to the front here.
Sure.
I'm going to have you go around to the driver's side.
Sure. Right.
I'm going to have Leela, our camera person, come on over here. If you're just joining us, we're doing live tours of different vehicles here at the Sheriff's Office. Today we're doing SWAT. Monday we did the helicopter. Tuesday we were at the mobile video game theater. SWAT today. Tomorrow we're doing the patrol vehicle, and Friday we're doing the mobile command post. So if you like what you see, leave a comment below. If you have questions, we'll do our best to get back to you and answer them in the comments later after we're done. All right, so Leela, I'm gonna have you climb in here. Look at it, he's already ready for you. All right. Here, I'll hold the camera while you get up there. Whoop. All right, so tell me, I'm gonna come inside. Whew. We finally got out of the heat. It's air conditioning in here.
It is.
That's the most important thing in all these vehicles. So let's talk about what's going on right here.
So it's not much different than any standard, patrol vehicle. We have a couple extra gadgets in here that we can use. So at the front, we have our lights, our emergency lights, like you see turned on outside right now. Right now, we have just the standard RAM attachment. So if I needed to move it up or down, I would just do so with this control right here. Now, once we have the other attachment on, we can actually extend it or retract it as needed. But this is the RAM on the front.
And how about some of these switches here? What do they do?
These are just mainly our emergency lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not as exciting as maybe I would think they are.
No. Up here we have our some more camera systems, and again, just not too much different than what you'd see in some of the aviation devices as well. But this is our thermal camera, so we can pick up heat signatures, and I can actually.
Why don't you bring the camera over here, and this is what we're looking at here. So you have a thermal camera inside the vehicle here. Tell me, what's the purpose of this? Why do you need this?
If we needed to pick up heat signatures or whatnot, we can simply just turn this on and pick that up very, very easily.
And so this would be for, let's say it's nighttime out, really, really dark, and somebody's behind a bush or something like that. You can see them through the bush.
It will give us indicators, yeah.
Okay, and then down here, this is how you control the camera.
Correct, yep.
Nice.
and we have a rear view as well that we can turn on. So behind you, on the back wall, back corner, you also have cameras back there, so team members that are sitting inside the vehicle can see what I'm looking at as well.
So are you the person that's driving, or is it kind of random who gets to drive?
Everyone's trained to drive the vehicles. Typically, our trainees that are going through the selection process are tasked with bringing the vehicles out, but anybody at any time can plug and play and then operate the vehicles, no problem.
All right, let's show some of the stuff back here, but I think we have a special guest, so why don't we walk outside real quick, and we'll bring our special guest on before we get inside. So if you're just joining us, we're doing a live tour of our SWAT vehicle. Let's come to the back here real quick, and we're going to show you where everybody sits when they ride and head towards maybe an emergency call. But I think we have a special guest here. Sheriff Mina, hey, how are you? Before we get too far, I need to grab his mic real quick. Hold on. So have you been watching our live streams?
Yes, it's very interesting. What I like about it is it gives the public an idea of the capabilities of the Orange County Sheriff's Office, the equipment we have, and what a great idea.
Well, thank you. I'd like to say it was a group effort, but I thought of this one myself, Sheriff. But no, we've had a lot of help. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of people have really helped out on this. So I know at one point, let's come a little bit closer to get in the shade here. I know at one point you were on the SWAT team, not here at the Sheriff's Office, but at the Orlando Police Department.
That's correct. So I was on the SWAT team at the Orlando Police Department for 17 years. I had the opportunity to drive one of these vehicles and deploy from it. And it's equipment that is needed, unfortunately, in our society today.
And you said you got to drive it, you got to ride in the back of it. Did you get to go up in the turret as well?
I did. I have been up in the turret as well. So again, I think we're very fortunate here in Orange County to be able to have the equipment needed to keep our community safe.
How about the Rook? Did you ever get to ride on the Rook?
I have not got to ride on the Rook. So
we can probably make that happen.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Sheriff. Well, I'm sure this gives you lots of memories of when you were on the SWAT team and doing all that work at OPD, but we're going to keep going with our tour here, if that's all right.
Very good.
Yeah. And we're going to finish up and show everybody what's going on inside here. I'm going to bring Deputy John back, but thank you so much for coming by. And Sheriff, I want you to tune in through the next 2 days because we got some good ones coming up.
I saw.
We got a patrol vehicle tomorrow, but then Friday we got the mobile command post.
Awesome.
Do you got a favorite vehicle here at the Sheriff's Office?
The helicopter, obviously.
Do you do okay up in the helicopter?
I do. I'm not afraid of flying, and I love the capabilities of our helicopter. Finding missing kids and adults and all the other things we can do. It really helps to keep our community safe.
Yeah, I joke a little bit because I got to go up in it and I didn't feel so good when I got down. All right, we're going to switch out here. All right. Thank you so much, Sheriff, for stopping by. All right. So we're going to finish up here. We don't have much left to show you. So why don't we come inside? Or we can just sit here if you want.
Sure.
Tell me what's going on in here.
So inside the vehicle is where we can we can put all of our team members as we go to or from any of the locations that we're being deployed to.
Let's get on in actually instead of sitting outside here. So tell me what's going on in here. Like these were the holes that you could.
Yeah. So if we
talk about that.
Sure. These are our gun ports. So if we do need to put either some of our less lethal devices through here or simply hand something out to somebody, we can do so. We have our seating room and storage for some of our other equipment. Under here we have our hooks that we can actually put on the front of the Bearcat. If we had some type of fortified door that we needed to safely pull off, we can do so. Here we can actually get up into the turret.
Let's do that.
If you guys want to. So you would just step up here. I'll pop the hatch.
I'm gonna let our camera person get up on this. I'll hold the camera for a second, and then we're gonna get up on this turret here.
So you're good if you just want to step here and it's already unlatched. Just push it straight up.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna hand the camera to our camera person so she can show off what's going on here. So explain, why do we have a turret? What is this for?
The turret is a good position if we need to put somebody just to give us a different vantage point. you know, on a structure, or provide overwatch to our team as we move as well. So just a different vantage point, really.
And it gives you a 360-degree view of kind of what's going on.
Exactly.
I assume just one person can go up here at a time.
Absolutely, especially by the time we put on our gear. So one person up there, and yeah, a good 360 view of everything, while also still being behind armor, keeping us safe.
And you can leave the roof of it down if you want to be even more protected.
Absolutely.
And still see out.
No, yeah, you could change the position of that hatch as well, and also spin it 360 and still have good protection.
All right. Why don't you come back down here, camera person, and we're gonna wrap this up here. I didn't ask you though, how many people can fit in this vehicle at a time?
It depends on how much equipment that we're actually bringing, but typically we'll try and sit 4 across, and then you also have these nice, comfy chairs here where you could put someone in as well. So anywhere between 8 to 10 people comfortable you can put back here with equipment.
With air conditioning as well.
With air conditioning, absolutely.
All right, well, I think that wraps it up. Thank you so much for showing us the Bearcat. I hope you got a chance to see the Rook. If you missed any of this, you can go back as soon as we post it, and you can see the whole video that we did. And if you like what you saw here, you can also go back to Monday and Tuesday. You can see our tour of our helicopter and our tour of our mobile video game theater. Like I said, tomorrow we're doing a patrol vehicle, and Friday we are also doing the mobile command post. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.